Good morning. Yes, it is Thursday, and you are back with George at Growth Point, growing as you're going through life, and trust that you are growing in the goodness and the blessings that God has in store for you. And that again, the obstacles you are overcoming is because God is leading you and guiding you, and you're keeping focused upon Him. Today, I want to speak to you about God, our supreme leader. There is only one supreme leader, and His name is God. God, our Father. That is what Jesus taught to pray. Our Father, which art in heaven. Not so. So our Father is in heaven, watching, guiding, leading us through His Holy Spirit, who is given to us to guide us and to lead us. And today, as we come to this understanding of God, our supreme leader, we note that we live in a troubled world. Past history highlights the fact that man does not have the ability to rule over God's creation, resulting in constant wars and political divisions. And we see that developing through the world. Why? Because man has excluded God from being the supreme leader, not just within their lives, but if those politicians who are governing the lives of those around them. And God is the supreme leader, and He wants to bless you, and He is in charge of every situation that takes place. Now, when Adam was placed in a position of rule, the only other person in that given kingdom was Eve and the animals that God had created. So the rule was not too difficult. But as long as Adam remained in the presence of God and looking to God as the supreme leader, not allowing the enemy to infiltrate, then everything was well. It went well with them. And so the question we come back to, is it well with your soul? Who is in control of your life? Who is the supreme leader in your life? Who is leading you in your life? Who is taking you through those valleys that sometimes seem like shadows of death over us? Come on. So His job as ruler was not that difficult, not too difficult. Animals really looked after themselves, not so. Well, Eve, she if you kept her happy, then everything was well in the garden. His main job as ruler was to make sure that the garden was taken good care of, and the serpent remained on the outside of the garden. Notice that. He had to keep the serpent on the outside of the garden. But we know the story. As soon as the serpent came into the garden, there was a problem. Listen to Isaiah 40 verse 23 and what it says. It says, God brings princes to nothing. He makes the judges of the earth useless. This verse powerfully reminds us that God alone is our supreme leader, possessing ultimate sovereignty over all human authority and geopolitical powers. God is in control. I see it through the world. I see how man is trying to organize his people, but without God, there's disarray. Without God, there is no order. Without God, there is confusion. Just like that on the day when the Tower of Babel, when they were building that skyscraper to a monument to themselves, God brought confusion. We see the confusion in the world today because man is excluding God from their lives. You see, man might think that he is one that is in charge, that He's the one in charge. God, however, has the power to remove them at any given command. We see this played out when God appointed the first king over His people, Israel, King Saul. King Saul, he was in charge, but then excluded God and started to do the duties that Samuel should have done. And as a result of doing that, he lost the ability to lead people, because now it came about himself. It was all about himself, all what he could do, all what he was able to accomplish in his life. You see, earthly leaders might seem powerful, but to God, their authority is as fragile as a new planted seed that can be removed at any time. What am I saying to you on this Thursday? I'm saying to you, I want you to put your faith and your trust in God, because God is our supreme leader, and He will lead us into the blessings that He has in store for you and I.